Hello everyone, my name is Jeff Beck. Welcome to episode 28 of Evolve. Tonight we have a pro fighting title matchup. We've got a tag team match. Hollywood Watkins is in action. Joseph Robinson's in action against a former global champion. And Kyle Cook looks to put himself back in the winners column after having taken a loss on his way back to the pro fighting title. And here come the Alphas. And this is going to be their first tag team matchup with the Radicalz since they beat the Radicalz for those titles back at Holiday Hell. The question remains, have the Radicalz figured out what they need to do to beat the Alphas, or do the Alphas remain unchecked as tag team champions? We've heard rumblings from the Empire of Pain, but nothing concrete yet. And when you hear JMR's music, you know he's going to be accompanied by the Dark Horse Christian Gunn.
Hard times had me at my worst. Couldn't find a smile on my face for so long. For so long. This life had me in the dirt.
Billy Ray Dog, unfortunate last week, unsuccessful in his attempt to beat the former world champion. This week looks to redeem himself in tag team fashion, where he seems to thrive and do his best work. But these two men here are always on the same page. While Billy Ray Dog and Daniel Dino are still building their tag team chemistry, there's no question of it when it comes to the Radicalz. They've been on the same page for a long time now, and that's what's kept them at the top of this division. Fisherman suplex from JMR. Gets caught up by Billy Ray Dog. And the early goings of these matches between these two teams are always back and forth. Neither can really quite keep the edge on the other early on. Nice maneuver there by JMR, looking to keep Billy out of his corner. Spinning Michinoku driver prevents him from reaching Dino. And Billy Ray Dog goes right into the Radicalz corner now. Block the tag. And it's JMR's turn to be in the in the Alpha's corner. Ref's down. And it looks like Billy's waiting till the ref's back up to do anything. JMR off the ropes, drop toe hold. And a stomp to the hamstring and the knee of JMR. Tag to Dino. And JMR might want to tag in his partner right about now. Or at least think of some tag team tandem offense, something to break the big man down. Otherwise, it's a long, rough road ahead for JMR. JMR defying the odds, keeping the off. And what do we have here? Finally, we got cameras back in the arena, and it looks like Robinson is making his way to the ring with a chair. Walking right up behind Billy Ray Dog, who just eats a chair shot. Robinson looks a little bit proud of his work right now, might want to get out of the rest of the way. But instead grabs Billy Ray Dog for a German suplex outside the ring. Grabs the chair. Moves into the ring. Hit the Rev, hit Dino. And the Radicals have been disqualified as a result. The Alphas are your winners, ladies and gentlemen. Is this what Robinson meant when he said he was going to put both of those teams in check? Nevertheless, Kyle Cook looking to right the last couple wrongs in the last couple weeks of his career and get himself back into the winners column. Despite the failure, you can't overlook the fact that this is a big man destined to do big things here in FMW. I don't know anybody else his size that can pull off a 450-degree splash, but the Trailer Park Hero is going to do it, baby. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And that's something even Rock Leone has to understand. Legend of E-Fed Wrestling or not.
Ever since I heard ended at 36 and 9-3, you cannot defeat my Wu-Tang style. I leave them all dismembered. Fuck a mumble rap, that shit won't never be remembered.
Rock Leone has been in somewhat of a rut the last few months in FMW. He's had a championship run, but regardless, he has not exactly been on a winning streak. Ever since he's lost that title, he has lost just about every match since. My only guess would be it's got to be a change in mentality. He's got to come back in the right frame of mind if he's going to return to form. But if anybody's going to do it, it's Rock Leone.
Rises up and rotates, location low-key, can't even locate. Twin Nina sisters with the beam, we all soulmates. Team making is so much cream, we both go. Yo, mountains of haze in the crib with my blades, it gets messy. Underneath the dress of the gauge, 5'7" MB, your metallic green. Seats is...
Ref called for the bell, and here we go. Inverted suplex from Kyle Cook takes Rock Leone right off his feet. Cook needs to pour the offense on. There's no need to showboat. You're in a ring with a legend. You don't waste your time. Because the legend will pull something out like a standing Spanish fly. Quick to get the lead back though. Kyle Cook caught the leg. Still showboating. Caught up again. Drop kick from Kyle Cook. Caught again with the suplex. Rope break, went for the pinfall. Cook showing a little frustration, caught Rock right in the AC joint. Second inverted suplex of the evening to Rock LEONE, this time on the outside of the ring, which is just as unforgiving, if not more so, than the ring itself. Fireman's carry right into a gut buster. Kyle's going to convert it into a pinfall. Only a 1 count. Drop kick to the back of the neck. And Cook's looking to go to the top rope early. Big does not describe what kind of a senton that was. That would be an understatement. But only good enough for a 2 count. Kick to the gut, looking to try again, gets caught. Clothesline from Rock LEONE. Rock's looking to get the momentum back on his side, but he gets caught with a European uppercut. Kicked again to the gut. And Cook looking to show some more of that lucha style offense off. Telling Rock he should have just stayed down. Rock went for a spear, got caught up in a DDT from Cook. Big slam, again, only good enough for a 2 count. Kyle's got to pull one of those big moves out if he wants to put away Rock for good. Wheelbarrow suplex. Went to pour on some more offense, but he got caught. And Rock is back in the driver's seat, but gets stomped right into oblivion by Kyle Cook. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kyle repeats. Still in search of that 3 count, though. And here we go. There's that 450. Just like I said, it's not a matter of if, but when. 1, 2. And now Kyle's got to be a little frustrated. What do I have to do to put the guy away? What can I possibly pull out that'll change the game for me? Back in the driver's seat. And Cook's going to try it again. Able to hit it. Got his leg caught in the bottom rope, but he was able to get himself up there. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Cook set a goal, and he was able to meet that goal this week. Get yourself a win in 2022. And tonight, Kyle goes back to the trailer park a happy man. Rock gave it his best shot, but Kyle had an answer for everything. Rock was tough to put down, but Kyle did not stop with the offense. Even when he got frustrated, he just went back for it again. And this man is an absolute problem in FMW. moving on to the next match of the evening, we have Steve Murphy, a former global champion. He's actually held a lot of titles, too many to list. Tonight, he looked to take his first step toward making the Empire of Pain crumble at his feet. He's mentioned recently that that is his new goal in FMW. And he starts with Robinson. And these men have had quite the war of words the last week. I doubt that this is going to be a wrestling match. I have 100% confidence that this is going to be a fight. So if you have children, you might want to put them to bed right about now, because this is where things get ugly. And there is the man that says he will regain the world title. But he's got a long way up to get back to the top of the division and get himself a world title opportunity. There is no rematch clause in FMW. Unless you're Hollywood Watkins, because that's built into your contract. And Robinson successful last week against Billy Ray Dog. Looking to do the same here tonight against Murphy. But he's made it clear he doesn't want to just wrestle Murphy, he wants to beat him. Expect less grappling and a whole hell of a lot more punching right in the face. Everybody's ready, bells rang. Both men went for their trademark move. Murphy for the clothesline, Robinson for the knee, and they caught each other at the same time. Robinson back in from the apron. Pulls Murphy in. Pile driver. Murphy was trying to clear the cobwebs out of the head after that pile driver, get caught with a hell of a German suplex from an electric chair position, and Robinson goes right to the crowd. He either doesn't care that Murphy is there or doesn't think Murphy can do anything, but he's going to make a mistake if he thinks Murphy can do nothing. Caught with the face buster. And this has been a recent combo lately from Robinson. The face buster into the Omega driver. Turned it into a pinfall. Only good for one though. You got to do a hell of a lot more to Steve Murphy. Caught him with chops. Another face buster. And a call out to the crowd. You've got to remember Murphy's a threat. When he says he's dangerous, he means it. Because you're never going to find anybody else that'll do something like that to you. Fist to the face. Interlacing it with chops. But a Dragon Rana for his trouble. Murphy needs to get back up. Dragon Whip Murphy went to follow up with a kick, but he got caught. Uranagi backbreaker from Robinson, who's going to let the ref count it out. Can Murphy get back into the ring? Ref's at 9, just beats the count, but he's clotheslined right back off his feet. Murphy needs to get some offense in here. Over the top rope, on the apron. Big belly-to-belly suplex right back in the ring, courtesy of Robinson. Now it's Robinson on the apron. And a suplex of Murphy's own. Crowd's starting to come alive for Murphy now. Getting the momentum rolling. Robinson caught him with the Thez press. And it looks like Murphy's bleeding now. And the crowd letting you know how they feel about it. Both men out on the floor now. And Murphy's over the barricade in the crowd area. And Robinson's gonna follow him. Murphy can't decide whether or not he wants to follow up or wait for Robinson. He's gonna pay for it. Again, Robinson went over but got knocked right back over the apron. Or the barricade. And the same goes for Murphy. Russian leg sweep from Robinson, and the ref's going to count both of these men out. Robinson flips off the crowd.
There's just so much goddamn weight on my shoulders. All I'm trying to do is
Out next from the Empire of Pain, you have Chris Michaels. The only man in the Empire of Pain right now to hold gold. Again, Tyler Ferguson was unsuccessful in retaining his title over Cameron Logan Lionhunter. And Robinson lost his world title to Sinister, leaving Michaels the sole man to carry the Empire into glory in 2022. And Michaels better be counting his blessings that this is not for the Extreme title, because I would not have a whole hell of a lot of hope for this man when he faces Hollywood Watkins. And as Watkins makes his way to the ring, he's got to feel utterly confident. Despite having lost the FMW World title, he already holds a win over the Empire of Pain. And tonight he looks to get another victory over another member of the Empire. Both of these men are vying to qualify for the Devil's Playground brand versus brand match and the main event of our pay-per-view. Both of these men look ready. Ref looks ready. There's the bell. Michaels went for some early punches. Got caught by Watkins, but now Watkins is locking in the headlock, turns it into the arm. Michaels got him, turned it into a headlock of his own. Takeover, and now Michaels is wrenching at the neck. And neither of these two men able to get a good grip on each other for very long. Finally a clean break. And Michaels looking to do what he do best, use the strikes. Use the MMA training to your advantage. Went for a pin, only good for one. Stomp to the elbow of Michaels. That's going to weaken the strikes from the right hand. Backdrop from Michaels. Didn't want to keep that offense going. Stomp to the gut. Suplex into a brainbuster. Caught with a flying forearm. Went for a fireman's carry, and Watkins caught it with a DDT from Michaels. And Watkins has got to be a little bit frustrated right now. He was expecting an easy task, but Michaels is proving he is no easy task. Snap the neck, and Michaels right back into his... right up to his feet. Clothesline. Alley-oop bomb. And as Watkins sits, Michaels mocks him. Oh my lord, the combination. Michaels went to follow up. Watkins put a boot right in his face, and finally Watkins gets free from that offense. Talked a bit of trash, following up with big right hands. Looked like an Irish whip, turns them both into knees right into the gut, follows up with a Russian leg sweep. Goes for the cover. And Watkins looks now like he's got the match firmly in his favor. Michaels had a good show for a moment. But everything's coming up Watkins right now. A brainbuster from Watkins. Goes for the pin. Ref called a rope break. Slams the arm back into the mat. Stomps on it to follow. Again snapping the neck of Michaels. Watkins rolls out to the apron to stop the offense from Michaels. Veteran's advantage. Always know where you are inside the ring. But now he's outside. And this might be the environment where Michaels can turn the match back into his favor. Reversal from Watkins. And a big Michinoku driver right to the outside to follow up with it. Refs at the count of 6. And Watkins gets run right into the steel cage. Steps. Refs at the count of 9, but Michaels made it to the outside of the ring. Broke the count. Throws Watkins into the air for a European uppercut. Watkins is out on his feet here as Michaels makes his way back into the ring. Again breaks the count. Doesn't want the match to end this way. Caught by the hair and thrown the back of your head right into the mat. It's got to be a hell of a view. Pulls Michaels away. Right to the ropes, but he isn't able to cheat his way to victory. Overhead suplex. Pulls him into the middle now. Back elbow from Michaels puts Watkins in the corner. Watkins puts Michaels in the corner, throws him into the other. Closed line, and Michaels is down. 2. Just before the count of 3, Michaels got his shoulders up, proving why he's a champion. Tombstone from Watkins. And that may be all that she wrote. Didn't go for the pin, instead goes for a leg bar. And Michaels might just have to tap here. Hollywood Watkins successful in getting another victory over the Empire of Pain. He also successfully qualifies for the Devil's Playground match later on this month. And again, Michaels gave it everything he had. He showed why he's a champion and why he should never be overlooked. But tonight, Watkins was just a bit too much for him. That tombstone was the equalizer. But there's no shame in taking a loss to Hollywood Watkins, Michaels. Which brings us now to the main event of the evening, an FMW Pro Fighting title match. And this may just be Muerte's time. As we saw last week, he is operating from a completely different level than we've seen him operate at before. He obviously spent his break working the fuck out. He's faster, he's stronger, he's got better cardio. It's like the man became a super Muerte. Whatever the case may be, he might just have Christopher Rich's number tonight. If he comes into this match looking to do what he did last week, I fear for Chris Rich's title reign. And here comes the champion. And it's been a bit of a rumor this past weekend, but we have heard that Chris Rich is under the weather, though he has not tested positive for COVID-19. He says it's just a head cold and he'll be fine. But that's according to the rumor and innuendo. If you ask me, Rich is coming into this match as confident as ever.
Introducing the challenger from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 220 pounds, Dad.
And it's been a little while since we have had a title match here on Evolve.
Introducing
The crowd
champion
definitely looks
from
appreciative.
Alabama, weighing in at
They definitely
300
sound
pounds.
appreciative as well.
He is the pro fighting champion, Christopher.
Rich handing the title over. The cage just about down, bells rung, and Muerte starting it off early. Spinning heel kick, but a backdrop from Rich says you're not going to get that win just so fast. Rich has got to be aware of what Muerte did last week, and he had to have put a plan together to be able to neutralize the explosive offense. And just as soon as he starts to relax in the driver's seat, his face meets the cage. And by the way that he was gesturing to the crowd, Muerte his night. All he has to do is put those feelings in the match and make them reality. Leave it all in the ring. But try to avoid getting your throat caught up in the ropes. That is absolutely painful. Caught the leg. Whipped Rich right to the ground and drop kicks him right back down, wiping the bottom of his boots off. And DDT. Rich just turned it around, has Muerte by the head and drops him flat on his back. Went for an elbow drop. Nobody home. And Rich is going to pay for that. In between the ropes and the cage is no man's land. And that's no place you want to get caught by a guy like Muerte. Went for the senton. Looked like he got all of it. Rich going for the figure four. Might be a little bit too early on in the match for that though. Just as I thought, you're gonna have to do more to Muerte before you hit that figure four. Went for the senton again, but nobody home for Muerte. That's a big man to try to lift up. Might not have been the smartest decision to make there. And this is the same move that Rich used to put Kyle Cook away last week. Well, Muerte not gonna fall to that move. Not last week, last pay-per-view, sorry. Went for the kick, got caught with one of Rich's own. Snapmare. Step and turn on the face. Stop looked like he went to think about what to do next, and that was just enough time for Rich to find an opening. Crossface applied. Still got to do more. Muerte's not worn out yet. Caught with a second DDT. Muerte's on the top rope. Frog splash. Is he looking to do it again? Senton this time. Nonetheless effective. Standing Shiranui. Still not enough to put Chris Rich down yet. Elbow drop. And Rich is down, but he's not out. Ref paying close attention. Rich went for the crossface again. But still just a tad too early. Caught up in a Russian leg sweep. Rich is starting to oh Lord, oh God. Rich, turn around. Perfectly timed distraction from Muerte. Muerte's on the top rope. Another frog splash! And just like that, Muerte is your new FMW Pro Fighting Champion. Rich did everything he could to try to neutralize the offense, to try to slow the guy down. Work at the legs, work at the arms, work at the neck, but nothing was enough to keep MUERTE down. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. I'm Jeff Beck. Have a wonderful evening.